and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I wanted to talk to all the parents and primary caregivers, young people with disabilities, as well as those of you who take care of adults with disabilities, and fill in that primary caregiver role. One of the hardest things for parents to do is making sure that you trust somebody else to take care of your adult with a disability or even your child with a disability. And while I understand that trusting people that want your help is very hard, especially if you are somebody who has been taking care of them for 20 or 30 years. But in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys all about why it is important for your health and your mental well-being, as well as your individual health, and sometimes even their mental well-being, to be around somebody who is not their primary caregiver, and to experience the world through a different lens that is external support. So I hope this video helps some of you guys who might be pondering the idea of hiring external support but haven't taken the leap and bound to do that yet. Don't get me wrong, I completely understand, but definitely do recommend that it might be something you might want to consider, especially if you're a new waiver program participant to Medicaid. Because remember, those Medicaid waivers are built to help you hired with the best way possible, and that's for therapy services, home modification, and even external support. So keep that in mind when watching this video. And yeah, I do have my computer out because I want to make sure I hit all my important points in this video to be the best resource that I can be for you based on my business experience. So the first thing that I think is important to remember when pondering the idea of external support is that you have been taking care of your child for many years, maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years, or maybe 40 years. Nevertheless, you have been their primary caregiver since day one when they came into the earth. And now it is time to make the decision if you want to continue to do that, or if it might be time for external support. And because you have been a primary caregiver for so long, your opinion and your experience have been all they have known. And yeah, when you are a parent or a middle guardian, you do have a lot to pass, a lot of knowledge about the world around you to pass down to your child. But think about it this way. If you read your favorite book over and over again, would you get tired of it, or would you learn something new? The answer is you would probably get tired of reading the same book or the same newspaper with the same news every day. It would almost be like the movie 50 First Dates. So I think it's important to realize when you are considering hiring external support, it also allows your individual to experience viewpoints and mindset that you may have not given them the opportunity to explore beforehand or in a previous life. For me, I used to be a person that kind of created their own bubble because I'm very much a homebody. I'm not ashamed to say that, but I am, or I was. And when I met the individual on my support team, it has given me an opportunity or a reason to get out in the community. If you have watched some of my previous videos, you would know that I hire a university student. And a lot of university students come out of state, so they are not familiar with the city that they are in. So I'm able to take them to all the tourist hospital area or all the local restaurants and experience the world around me with them and with their mindset. So keep in mind, external support can provide things that you may not be able to provide because maybe you don't know about something, or maybe that individual doesn't like to try new things with mommy and daddy. For example, I like to go out to dinner with my caregiver, but when my parents ask, my answer is hell no. Why? I'm 25 and I'm adamant and tired as hell. But that's okay. So keep in mind that hiring external support might allow your individual a type of independence that they are not opening up the door to when it is their primary caregiver. It also allows them to have the confidence to try new things, make their own choices, and it doesn't have to happen overnight. I think that is important. So when you hire a caregiver, maybe you say, hey, I'm not comfortable with you taking them out to dinner at this time, or I'm not comfortable with you trying new things. Maybe you have a document of your individual favorite thing that you hand them and you say, here might have a report, the bowling alley, the pet store, and maybe you say, here are some favorite things, and then you allow the caregiver to eventually add on to that list as they try new things. So I think that is point number one. Hopefully you guys understand that point. Point number two is all about you as the primary caregiver. So I think it's important to realize that sometimes when parents are hiring external support, they feel like they are turning over their power of care to some random stranger that they met on Facebook or on the internet. But the truth is that caregiving is a teamwork effort. Each individual in your hire might know something about your hire that maybe you don't even know. So I think it is important to realize that you are not surrendering your care. You are allowing another person to step into their life and provide them the same level of support you do, but maybe in a different way. And why is this important? Well, we are not dinosaurs and we are not going to live forever because sadly we don't have a witty person to help us live forever yet. Maybe one day, but we're not there yet. So it is very important that when you are important, but also I have somebody who is an aunt for two little ones. I don't want to be a burden on my brother. Now, I know I will never be a burden on my brother, but rather you watching this video. A lot of the time our family will do anything and everything to help us the best way possible. But when you think about that, is that really fair to you or fair to the individual? Because they might have to put their life on hold for somebody else's dream. So when you hire external support, you don't have to worry about being burnt out or not knowing where your individual is gonna go when you're unable to take care of them. And it allows them to take breaks from you. And yeah, don't get me wrong, we love you and we're very happy to have supported families like our family. However, if we are around the same person for too long, we might become very opinionated and it might become very difficult for us to allow you to do our hair. So by allowing us to have other support aids, you are preventing hair-removal burnout and providing a more safe and sustainable lifestyle for us in the long run. The next thing for you guys to remember is the aspect of building relationships for your hired or individual. We each have a support team, whether that be in employment or in a workout community that you might be part of, or in a book club, or in office staff. We can't do life completely independently, can we? Because if we did, businesses wouldn't be hiring employees. They would just have CEO and that would be it. Or the workout staff wouldn't have the workout staff at your local member would only have one member. And that's simply not the case. And that is how you have to think about disability autonomy too. Having DSP, therapists, teachers, and mentors plan a parent ward. Because let me tell you, you can read every book on disability or put your hired through every surgery, every medical treatment, every medication, but what you don't have is that parent-to-parent connection with real-life adults who might have real-life disability experience. And I can say that because before I was on the Medicaid label, all I had was the school system. And the school system is great, but they really can't tell you what adulthood is going to be like. So when I got into the real world and started researching the Medicaid label and how it works, then I started meeting people who understood what the Medicaid label was. It really allowed me to understand that having independence is okay. Having my own life is okay. Having my family around and supporting me in different ways than they used to is completely okay. So having a more support team, a teacher, parent, mentor, DSP, doctor, all that kind of will allow you to hear about the later and later opportunity that your individual may want to take part in. So a harder support team means more opportunity for you to connect to parents of other disabled people, or for your disabled individual to connect to other disabled individuals as well. I already mentioned preparing for the future, but I will mention it one more time so you might remember it. If you have a plan now, if something were to happen to you in the future, you won't have to worry about, oh my God, I never filled out that the paperwork, and you won't have to worry about people not doing what is in the best interest of your individual or hired. So what has all this taught me as an individual with this experience? Well, as an individual who has been using health-directed support for the past, how many years? I want to say 6 years. As an individual who has been using health-directed support for 6 years, I can say with confidence I have witnessed my family dynamic completely change for the better ever since I got external support, because my parents were able to work out and take care of their grandchildren and have a stereo hobby that is way out of control, but he likes his stereo system. But the point is, I have witnessed my parents be able to move from primary caregiver to partner caregiver and want to enjoy their retirement a little bit more, because my dream has always been to have an independent life, even if that didn't make going to a university, and I always have been trying to think, how can I make my life the best version that I can? So if you're a parent watching this video, I hope this video helped you. And if you have any questions about how to hire or manage external support, or even hiring external support, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to answer them. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!